Like, you don't want to see that situation arise again, which very well could happen.
Because you still have Dwan Jennings is out there.
But it's crazy that the whole Clemson team last year, everybody pooped the bed last year.
So if those edges do go run and the Chiefs do not trade down, which not a ton of draft capital now that they made the move for Delane, so not that movement area to do it unless you start looking at 27 to start making your moves and throw in a fifth rounder. But honestly, this is where it comes down to. It's got to be one of each. It's got to be edge or wide receiver. So. And at this point, a Cam Jordan's still out there in free agency because you didn't get that, edge presence, that bring in a veteran edge presence. It's like the Bengals. People laugh about Dexter Lawrence and stuff like this. Well, they said we think him at 10 is better than anybody we can draft at 10, and they're probably right.
Probably 100% right about that. No question, yeah.
8 teams picking for the first time today. 8 teams didn't pick yesterday, 2 of which will pick in front of the Chiefs today. That will be San Francisco and Buffalo. That was weird. They traded out 4 times.
Buffalo always, remember when they traded out of the first round and Chiefs got Worthy and they traded back and got Keon Coleman?
How'd that work out?
They have a history. They're not real happy in Buffalo. Yeah. But Buffalo always needs what Kansas City does. They need edge and they need wide receiver. So that that probably one of those is coming off to them. I think the Patriots moved back too. Where are they picking in the second round?
Well, Diana's got that.
Vrabel being
he's a
counselor.
He's
sorry,
counseling.
Forgot.
But in all honesty, when you look at Rashee Rice, let's say he comes back, he plays the whole season. Obviously, we know he's not going to be suspended. Maybe they're looking at that and they're saying, now we do have enough at that wide receiver spot. But people like us are like, can you really rely on that guy?
No.
I keep going back and forth. I keep on with you guys. It was like 5 games into it. And it said Rashee Rice, there is a connection with Pat. This guy was showing up to Camp Pat. He went to Camp Pat without visiting the Chiefs because he was down there just because it was at SMU. So he's working out with Pat. They ended up drafting him. But when he came back, and Mahomes was throwing the back shoulder to him, that's chemistry. Those guys had chemistry together. And I said, man, this might be his guy.
Right.
The first 5 weeks, he was fantasy gold dust, man.
Yeah.
You did the fantasy show. He was good. And then all of a sudden it started slipping back. And then you started seeing the drops and then going against man coverage. And then, of course, you sit there and go, can we really count on Rashee Rice? You're really going to put that money, So I've been up and back and forth. And this fan base had enough of the drops and not beating man coverage. They had certainly had enough. That was one of the big complaints last year was the wide receiver position.
Yeah, guess what? It was terrible last year.
Well, guess what? It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing with an entire year.
With a better running back.
And a new coach. And that's where I was getting, and a better running back as well. And you can't discount, hopefully, that does help these wide receivers get better.
Gun to your face. Zion Young, TJ Parker, Gabe Jackas. Who are you taking?
Like all 3 of them, to be honest with you. Zion Young's the guy that we had, so I would go Zion.
M-I-Z. Binkley, we appreciate it.
TJ Parker's a freaking
you got another draft special show tonight, right? 6 o'clock?
No, Royals tonight. Royals. The Trout's in town, man. The
Trout.
It may rain, though, so you may have to do a show, so get ready.
We do have 4 hours tomorrow. 3 hours Sunday and 3 hours. So we have a wrap up and then a wrap up.
A wrap up to the
Monday.
wrap up on Monday.
Yeah.
You got to have the wrap up because things are going to happen.
And we can't bring on Mansour Delane's coach because we can't bring on coaches because that would be Brian Kelly and we're not going to call him.
He had great comments. I want to get to what he said. About
Brian Kelly?
He had actually great comments about Mansour Delane. Yeah.
We'll also talk to Nate Taylor coming up in about 15 minutes here on 96.5 The Fan. Thank you, Jay Binkley. Have a great day.
You.
Hey, it's Vinny Pasquantino, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens, and baseball's back. BetMGM, the official partner of Major League Baseball, is bringing the high heat all season long. All season long, you can log into the BetMGM app and receive top-tier promos that put you in the batter's box and up the excitement for America's pastime. Step up to the plate all season with Swing for the Fences, the free-to-play game where every swing could score you rewards. We're talking parlay boost tokens, odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boosts, and even bonus spins all season long. And the action doesn't stop there. Get more out of every at-bat and every inning with MLB same-game parlay boosts. Stack your picks and boost your potential payout. Plus, lock in bigger value with MLB odds boost tokens and MLB parlay boost tokens all season long. More boosts, more swings. More offers subject to eligibility requirements. Please gamble responsibly.
Hey, it's Gold, and right now I'm driving the new 2026 Ford Mustang Mach-E. It's a fully electric vehicle, saving some money on the high gas prices right now. And over at Shawnee Mission Ford, Ford has announced a great way for you to get that dream vehicle. $399 lease payments on Mustang EcoBoost, Bronco Sport Big Bend, or $499 lease payments on a Mustang GT or an Explorer Active. Get that vehicle of your dreams for only $399 or $499 a month, plus a $500 gas card on top of that. Shawnee Mission Ford is on a mission to do more in 26. $999 down payment plus tax and fees.
State-of-the-art proton therapy right here in KC. Proton therapy means increased precision, reducing side effects like dry mouth, difficulty swallowing, and the loss of taste as compared to conventional radiation. If you've been diagnosed, don't wait. Get your second opinion today and see KC's largest, most experienced proton therapy team. Visit kcpi.com. Kansas City Proton Institute, where you see the best in KC.
Get ready to kick off a summer of soccer in Kansas City while fighting hunger. Join the Salvation Army for the Kick Hunger Civic Lunch 2026 May 7th. Score big for local families in need. Grab your tickets or table today at kickhungerkc.com. That's kickhungerkc.com.
Lowe's has the brand's Pro Plug dollars. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/6 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage.
/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Lockridge, and I'm the host of a new podcast from Odyssey called Family Lore. In this podcast, I'm going to have people on to tell unusual and sometimes far-fetched stories about their families.
I've heard my whole life that she invented the margarita.
And then we're going to investigate those stories and find out how much of it is true.
He gets a patent 1 month before the Wright brothers. Oh my God.
Please follow and listen to Family Lore, an Odyssey podcast, available now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your shows.
So, you're ready to propose, huh?
Yeah, man. She's definitely the one.
What are we thinking about the ring? I got my wife's at Hellsberg. I couldn't recommend a better jeweler.
I could use some help with that.
Man, go to Hellsberg. I had no idea how many details you need to consider. Did you know you can get a natural or lab-grown diamond? I didn't. Figure out what she wants. Trust me, they'll make it happen.
Start your story with Hellsberg. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens, and driving in this area means navigating everything from busy metro traffic to open Midwest roads, so having the right auto insurance really matters. With AAA, switching today means you personalize coverage options and customer service that gives you real peace of mind. And when you bundle policies or insurance multiple vehicles, you can save even more. Visit AAA.com. That's AAA.com.
Today, expect sunny conditions with a high of 73.
Weather brought to you by Duke's Mayo. Welcome to Duke's Mayo country, where the mayo is so smooth and creamy, it makes every bite better. Duke's Mayo.
Live Kansas City. From here for wherever you're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got
Our draft coverage here on 96.5 The Fan, brought to you by Blue Cross. Benefit of blue. Is that like that's like the old Apple ringtone?
I don't know what that is. It sounds it reminds me of like a Looney Tunes, and I'm going to see a rat running.
Yeah, exactly. Or it's like the high feet.
Yeah,
like the high feet.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks like the rat just stole the cheese and he's getting the hell out of there. Well, the fact that he has a
wife calls her, it's like
well, the fact that he has a
wife calls her, it's like the Darth Vader. Darth Vader.
Yeah. When Mary Ellen calls, it's no, there's no question. Yeah, when Mary Ellen calls, it's no, there's no question. Jean Lamont, Jean Lamont, Jean Lamont.
Hello, America.
Here's the comments you were referencing before we went to break.
I remember in spring practice, first day there, he comes up to me. I think we just finished 7-on-7. He goes, "Coach, you're making this too easy." I said, "We're not giving you enough reps, or what's the deal?" He goes, "No, your splits, the receiver splits are telling me every single route you're running." I was like, okay, we got a dude here. We got a dude. He's not just athletic. He's just not a guy that plays the ball in the air. He's a student of the game. And it forced us to be more careful with our splits because those are the kind of guys that separate themselves in the draft.
And those are the kind of guys that you want on your team when Xavier Worthy's not doing the right thing on the offensive side of the ball like he was last year. Your defensive guy can look at that and go, we know what the play is every single time because this is what you do on run plays. This is what you do on pass plays. This is what you do when it's a short passing play versus a long passing play. The fact that this kid was picking up on that kind of shows he's more advanced than people should be at that position or any position. To notice things like that, that's crazy to me. I found that to be the most kind of impressive thing that I've heard about this kid. Yeah, the no penalties is awesome. 1 catch or whatever he had, all year on him. But the fact that you're lining up in practice and he shows he's a student of the game, and I think you need to be a student of the game this day and age in the NFL because talent doesn't win anymore. It's everything that wins.
Especially with Steve Spagnuolo. I mean, geez, if he's McDuffie between the ears and he's 2 inches taller and 15 pounds bigger, all right.
Yeah, no, and that's true. He is. He's much bigger than McDuffie. Here's a write-up that I found from Matt Connor of Arrowhead Addict. He quoted somebody by the name of Mike Tanier, who's been covering. Are you looking at that?
The exact same thing.
So this guy, Mike Tanier, has covered the draft and football forever, and he had Mansour Delane as his #1 overall prospect in the draft. And said this about him. Delane was so good in 25 that he was invisible. Clemson decided to challenge Delane in the season opener. Cade Klubnik targeted Delane's receivers 10 times. The results, 1 19-yard catch, 1 interception, another pass broken up, lots of hopeless throws to utterly blanketed receivers. That was that. Delane was targeted just 23 times. Alabama targeted Delane twice. Vanderbilt once. Florida targeted him 4 times. He allowed 0 receptions. Opponents simply avoided Delane's side of the field.
And that's fine. Yeah, the other guy on the other side probably wasn't as good.
Talking the receiver
LSU.
or the
LSU.
Oh.
So, yeah, Delane was – because it's college. How many LSU kids go to the draft this year? 4? Maybe? 5? I don't know the number. But, again, like, the guy on the other side probably isn't as great, and the quarterback play in the SEC was not great. But, again, I think he's going to be good. I do. And I hope he is because they took him with the 6th overall pick and traded up for him.
I mean, you could say that about it. Maybe Jeremiah Love was good because he's running through college kids, too. I
totally 100% say that for sure. Because that's why whenever we say this, it's like you see, like I say that about Ashton Genty. Because everybody was like big on it. I think he will be good. But I'm like, let's remember where he went to college. And even those guys that he was going up against weren't like, so yeah, those are great numbers, but they're college numbers.
Yeah, you got to prove it in the pros. And yeah, the quarterback play is, as you've mentioned, not great in the SEC last year. Not good quarterbacks around college football. We're struggling to find guys under center that can throw the ball.
But the way we throw the ball in football these days, to have him give up 95 yards, I mean, that's insane.
And what I was going to say after that is, we have no question about how talented SEC wide receivers are.
Right.
So if he's blanketing guys, I mean that tells me maybe the throws weren't good, but he's keeping up with guys who surely are making headway in the NFL.
And you're keeping up with teams as well when they're just not you're looking at your side of the field. I mean, you have to go back to the coaches, too, when they're game planning for this kind of stuff. And they're looking out there and they see whether it's Trent McDuffie or Delane, and they're like, okay, here's what we're going to do. The left side of the field is not going to happen this week. We're doing everything to the right side of the field. And that affects your game plan, too, because now the defense pretty much knows where you're going to be throwing the football all the time. So that probably brings your numbers down from an offensive standpoint. So that, everything factors into everything that you do in football. Again, we talk about the onion and just kind of peeling it back. And every time you peel a layer back, there's another layer there that gives you something different. So I think the numbers are impressive. The write-ups are impressive. What Brian Kelly had to say about him. Those are all those ancillary things that are really impressive for this kid. And I think it's going to be fun to watch him in the NFL. We may not hear his name a lot, and that's a great thing. We didn't hear Trent McDuffie's name a lot.
So, yeah, you don't want to hear the name. That's for sure. But yeah, I think that, that we heard Veach earlier say this was their guy as he was talking about what the draft was.
Once Tate left, just kind of solidified our decision to go up there. And if you want this guy, I've always said this, you do all this work and you put all this time into this, but you want a guy, you got to go find a way to get him. And again, when you look at the landscape, you know, it was funny because we kind of had, like, when we're picking, it looks like it'll be Tyson, Delane, Downs, kind of in that stack. We kept going through it. And, you know, we just relied on our data analytics and said, like, the Saints would be likely to take Delane there just because of losing the 2 corners the last 2 years. And, again, similar predicament. So just went up there and got that guy. And it's funny because 3-4 weeks ago when we were going through the 30 visits, I bumped Steve and I said, we're going to bring our corner. And he's like, don't bring him in. Just don't bring him in. Let's just zoom him. Let's keep it quiet. Thought we did a good job. I think a lot of people thought we might go offensive line there.
Sucker.
But this was our guy the whole time.
He's the only man in history to win a race in a hot dog costume and break national NFL news.
It's baby Robbie.
Here's Nate Taylor from ESPN with Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football, 96.5 The Fan.
That's right. We go to ESPN's Chiefs insider, Nate Taylor. I'm struggling, dude. My voice is about shot, so just bear with me. I've asked everybody that's joined our show today, Nate, their immediate reaction to when you saw or you found out Chiefs trade up to 6 and take Delane.
Yeah, if people want to go through my Twitter account, they can find it because I said, "Oh, buddy," that was the literal, 2 words that I put out there when I found out before most of the public did watching the draft. A trade up from 9 to 6. Okay, that'll be interesting. Let's see what the conversation is. Oh, buddy. Okay. All right. Well, hey, if you got to get your pass rusher, go get your guy. I'm sorry, what? It's the cornerback? Full of surprises, right? And that's sort of the beauty of the draft. And, I know you guys have been dissecting this all morning, so let me just provide this. Basically what the Chiefs are asking you to do is trust them in their evaluation process, particularly at the cornerback position, which is still, somewhat of an area of need. Now, I would say not the biggest area of need, but trusting them when they say, hey, we got a top 5 player at number 6. So there is inherent value in what we did. How we went about it was not necessarily how you do it from a textbook standpoint, but hey, if you feel like this is the most pro-ready guy that you could get in the top 10 of the guys that you knew you weren't necessarily going to get to number 5 in the draft, I can understand it. But, man, that they basically told you guys and me and everybody else that Mansour Delane is worth a first and a third.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what they said. And so for the life of his rookie contract, and let's see if he gets a second contract, because I have to remind the audience that the last defensive back to get a second contract who wore the Kansas City Chiefs uniform was Eric Berry. So, man, he's really got to make this work and be ready not only this season, but, continue to be someone who is only going to get better throughout the course of the rookie contract. And asking him to be Trent McDuffie is a lofty goal anyway. But, hey, you got a top 5 guy with the number 6 pick.
Well, I think also, too, it's not just asking him to be Trent McDuffie. Mitch was on here saying he could be Patrick Surtain. So you're asking him to be the best of the best. And when you do give up, collateral to move up to get a guy, the expectation is there, Nate.
Yeah. Look, I don't want to put Patrick Surtain out there, guys. He's literally a defensive player of the year candidate every year. This is reason. We shouldn't do over the moon comparisons. Now, hey, that might be the best case scenario, and so I understand why Mitch is saying that. Given that this is why you make a move, the best thing that the Chiefs figured out is, hey, we have to have someone who can play on opening night or opening day, whatever it is, with our first pick, right? If we stay at 9, if we stay at 6, I never thought the Chiefs were really going to trade down because it's just too important for them to find somebody who can play immediately and again at a premium position. The way they went about it is different. I don't love the 3rd round selection. Hell, you might as well give him a 3rd round next year versus this year, given, again, the immediacy at other areas. But he's got clean tape. He's got a clean medical situation. You don't have to worry about his arm length and how he fits into the system. No, he fits pretty well, which is why you guys ran the clip about them, trying to be as secretive as they could. about their ability and their want to sort of covet, Mansour along the way. He's a ready-made player. He's an older player too. He's 22. He seems pretty mature. He seems pretty ready for the moment. So I understand it, but man, I think the big thing is what happens if Ruben Bain pops off and he went 15 and you could have stayed at 9, and I don't know, maybe Caleb Downs is an all-pro as well. You maybe didn't have to give up that third-round pick to move up 3 spots, but the Chiefs know how to identify, draft, and develop cornerbacks, so that's where their biggest trust comes from my perspective on this.
Nate, I want to get your opinion on this because I think a lot of people's reactions yesterday, because I think there's a lot of, I can use this loosely, educated or I'll say locked in Chiefs fans because of how successful they've been. You follow the team maybe a little bit more closely than you maybe would if they were, a 500 team. But I think a lot of people have noticed in the past, draft cornerback, develop cornerback, let cornerback walk. You hit it on the Eric Berry thing, was the last guy to get a second contract. Do you think it merited that sort of response that we saw from a lot of people that, really, this is the move? This is what they're doing? Because I think that was what a lot of people's reaction was confusing.
Yes, because I understand the confusion. On one end, you're like, oh, my goodness, thank the Lord they didn't take a tackle, because I don't think any of these tackles are good. And so you're like, whew, okay, at least my team didn't reach for a tackle. Now, you could say, hey, my team reached for a cornerback. But again, he has top 10 potential. He has no issues on the physical traits. He has no issues with, medical off the field, none of that. So he is about as clean of a prospect as you could ask. And, hey, you could leave last night saying we got the best cornerback by a pretty wide margin compared to everybody else in the league. And whether or not you want to believe that the Saints were also looking at Delane, or hell, maybe Washington was waiting for him to sort of fall into their laps at number 7. I guess we'll find out if that's true from a historical context years out. Here's the issue, though. Who is getting to the quarterback? And I'm guessing the Chiefs felt, hey, we actually figured out this equation backwards to compare to what you would do traditionally and compared to our own history. Okay, he's the best corner. We have the ability to go get him. Lord, could we get someone that we could draft and develop into a pretty good player with the 29th pick, with the 40th pick? And if they felt like the answer is yes, okay, now they've accomplished one end of that because I had them selecting Peter Woods, and I told you guys about that yesterday in my mock draft. So, hey, you've accomplished that part. Can you get an edge rusher that can get better over the life of his rookie contract to where you can get value at the 40th pick? The draft now comes down to, man, they need somebody to fall into their lap at the 40th position who can rush the passer to really complete the defensive line revamping. And although I would have taken Ruben Bain, or, hey, I would have been more interested in maybe trying to figure out, okay, where can Caleb Downs sort of fit in all this? If you get a premium position player at 29 and then you fortify the defensive line at 29 and 30, I understand it. It's just the way you got to solving the puzzle was not the traditional manner, not the most logical point A to point B.
It seems like, too, though, they had their eye on a couple of guys, and they were already gone. The 2 edge rushers were gone. You already had Carnell Tate off the board. And so instead of, staying at 9 and getting your third best wide receiver or your third best edge rusher, you trade up and get a corner at a position of need that's the best of the bunch.
Yes, and is ready to play tomorrow.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I think that's a benefit because as much as I like Christian Fulton as a player, you can't guarantee 17 games from him based on his history over the last 2 years dealing with injuries. Noah Williams, obviously, I think is going to develop. He's still a very good player. You can sort of count on him to continue to get better. I mean, who's playing nickel? Is it Tramari Connor? Well, guys, it can't be Tramari Connor, honestly, because we saw it last year, and it didn't necessarily work. He's a more traditional, sort of flexible safety who can be interchangeable with the other safeties who are on the field, Jaden Hicks and obviously Alohi Gilman. So, again, I understand it. It's just, man, could you have told – and, again, we don't know the bidding war. like, hey, was New Orleans calling Cleveland and saying, hey, we'll give up this? And then the Chiefs are like, fine, here's a fifth-round pick to our third-round pick. And instead of next year's third-round pick, okay, I guess we have to give this year's third-round pick. I don't know. We're going to have to figure that out, over the next few days. But you got to know for sure that this is not only a big swing, but it's somewhere where you feel like, hey, it's actually not that big of a gamble because we know this guy is going to be good and we know this guy's going to play really well in our defense, and his coverage ability is going to give that pass rusher, whoever it is, another half second to get to the quarterback or to affect the quarterback. I understand it, but man, Brett V said they brought in 14 defensive ends. You got to take one, dog. You got to take one at 40 to make sure that this is as good of a haul as you could get with your first three picks. But man, he's got to be great. There's just like he's got to be a Pro Bowl player. Like there's just no way around it. Mansour Delane has to be a Pro Bowl player, or this move was a miscalculation in a way that they don't normally make. And again, that's why it makes it so compelling, because I'm trying to understand both sides of it. But like the draft is, it's a gamble, and it comes down to how good can this young player be, and how quickly can he get to his absolute peak, and how long can he sustain that.
It's better than what's going on with the Rams, though. At least the coach and GM are on the same page here in Kansas City.
Well, look, man. I told y'all yesterday, ain't no way y'all can take Ty Simpson in the first round. Not only did he not go in the first round, he went in, 15?
13.
13!
That's right.
Insane! 13.
I mean, when the GM has a personal relationship with the old man, of course he was going there.
Hey, look. I'm sure, by that point, I was already working on the Delane story and obviously trying to get ready for what questions I was going to ask to Brett Veach and Andy Reid. So I didn't see the mixtape, okay? I didn't see the cut-ups. Man, when y'all don't have picks already, and then you trade back into the first round, well, I guess, do the cut-ups look like, do they look like Lamar Jackson? Do they look like Patrick Mahomes?
Right.
Guys, I've seen the cut-ups. No. Terrible thought process. And if you're Sean McVay, you are this close to being the team that can not only overwhelm the Seattle Seahawks, but can get back to the Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl. And again, from Sean McVay's standpoint, solidify your legacy in the NFL. Like, he's already a Hall of Fame coach, in my opinion, but like, you get to that second championship, man, it stamps you, it certifies you. No one has to question it. We don't know how much time Matthew Stafford has left. Where did Sadiq go? Sadiq went, fifth?
Jets.
Yeah.
He was right there. It's hard to sip the Kool-Aid on this one if I'm a Rams fan, to be honest.
I mean, I was just watching Rams fan reaction at their draft party. People were throwing stuff and walking away. Like, they had the look of their coach after that one.
His arm talent is nowhere close to Matthew Stafford. What are we doing? It's different than the Chiefs being like, hey, we have a Pro Bowl, very good quarterback in Alex Smith. Look at these damn throws. Look at these throws. Off platform, running around, making crap happen. Look at the arm talent. Yeah, of course he threw a couple interceptions, but he coached that. Look at his footwork. But look at the arm. Look at the ball zing out of his hands. No one's ever said that about Ty Simpson. What are we doing, man? With the 13th pick? They better win next year.
That's right.
Boys. Hey. We better win now, because
Ty Simpson.
Ooh, man, someone couldn't hold their water, boys, and we've all been there at the bar, right? You shoot your shot, you had no thought process, you just said, hey, she's pretty, I gotta take her. Dog, she wasn't even that pretty. Hey, come back to reality.
You could have had that guy tomorrow.
Yes. I don't. Okay, so this is a great job by you guys. So in light of these recent events, the Chiefs, I can sip the Kool-Aid. You know what?
Yep.
I want to. Hopefully, it's got a good aftertaste in like October, November. But I can sip it because Peter Woods has great upside. I agree with Brett Veach there. And hey, at least I know that the top pick can play football. I know this. I know this, and he's going to play for me tomorrow. Like your season is bleak if Tyson. You know the Broncos didn't make a pick yesterday. The Raiders got to develop. You know. Mendoza, that's going to take a while. I don't expect him to be like awesome as a rookie either. The Chargers took someone in the trenches. Cool. That's what they're going to do with Jim Harbaugh. Cool. So I mean, I guess from a divisional standpoint, the Chiefs. I can make the argument the Chiefs. Hey, we had 2 picks and we got 2 guys that are going to play. Like, and the defense needs a lot of help. So I understand it. Okay, the Kool-Aid's getting a lot better the more I think about this compared to other people in the division and what an actual leading. What are they? Are they the odds-on favorites to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, and they took a quarterback at 13.
I mean, absurd.
Like if there were true, real diehard Rams fans, they would be pissed today.
I'm upset if I'm Trent McDuffie. Hey. Yes.
Nate, take it easy. Try to survive day 2 and 3, and then we'll talk to you next week, brother.
All right, fellas.
Take care. That's Nate Taylor of ESPN there, joining us there as a Chiefs beat writer of ESPN. We'll wrap the show up and get to Richard of the Week on the other side here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
Yep, Ben.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
What matters to you matters to us. That's why Busey Bank takes the time to understand your goals and build solutions that fit your story. From everyday banking to long-term planning, our team is here to help you navigate every stage with care and expertise. We're more than a bank. We're your neighbor, your advisor, and your advocate. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Telly Tire and Auto Center's biggest sale is back. The tires at cost sale. That's right. You pay what we pay on any in-stock tires from Telly's huge inventory. Our certified techs will even mount and balance them for only $30 per tire. All that plus a 30-day ride guarantee and lifetime tire protection. Gas and grocery prices may be going up, but there's never been a better time to buy tires. Reserve yours now at TELLEtire.com before our sale ends. Take care of your car. Take it to Telly. Additional charges apply for tire disposal and road hazard warranty.
Staples presents Celebrations Made Easy.
I was throwing a party for the twins and had custom invites and a banner printed at Staples. And that's when I saw Party City is now at Staples.
Party City? No way!
Yep. So now Staples has all your printing needs and everything you need for a party.
Everything times 2.
Yeah, and now at Staples, save 40% on custom cards, photo gifts, wrapping paper, banners, and more.
Big news! Party City is now at Staples.
That was easy.
Shop Staples in-store, online, or on the app. In 613, exclusions apply.
Dell PCs with Intel inside are built for the moments you plan and the ones you don't. For the time you forgot your charger at the gate.
Passengers, we are now on our initial ascent.
Or when you're bouncing between projects like a ping pong ball. We build PCs with long-lasting battery life, so you're not scrambling for an outlet. And built-in intelligence, so you can stay focused on whatever you're doing. Dell Technologies, built for you. Dell.com/Dell PCs.
Doug. There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means playing in a football game.
Boom! 42! You're going down, Doug!
Oh, yeah? Your price on car insurance when you customize and save is going down.
Hey!
Limu? What are you doing on their team? Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Spring into deals at Lowe's and let your inner gardening guru out. Get select 1-pint annuals for $1 to start planting. Plus, get a free additional Cobalt 40-volt 2-amp-hour battery when you buy a select Cobalt 40-volt trimmer and blower combo kit for your lawn. The smell of fresh-cut grass, new plants, and weekends in the yard? It's springtime, and our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/6. Annuals offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Now that Wendy's has these new biggie deals, everyone in the family can get what they're craving, from nugs to JBCs. The parental units can get an $8 Biggie bundle, the eldest who think they're so grown can get a $6 Biggie bag, and the little one who can do no wrong can get a $4 Biggie Bites. You know, assuming they have a credit card. No, I'm kidding. We take cash too. $4, $6, and $8 Biggie deals for the whole family. Only at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
I'm McCall with Lee Summit Subaru, and it's time to make a big deal out of nothing. Announcing Lee Summit Subaru's 0% event. Up to 0% financing on select 2025 Subaru models for 72 months. And we have the largest selection of Subaru certified vehicles in Kansas City, starting as low as 1.9% for 72 months. 0% event and a lifetime warranty. Fall in love with driving again at Lee Summit Subaru.
Based on January 2025 through June 2025 Kansas City inventory listings.
What's got everyone talking?
That would be Talk of the Town Neighborhood Bar and Grill on 135th and Null and 119th and Quivira.
What's got everyone talking?
Everyone's talking about our daily specials, the best burgers and wings in town, great selection of beer and spirits. Oh, it's the dozens of TVs showing your favorite game.
That's what's got everyone talking.
This is Giannis, and now we're talking at Talk of the Town Neighborhood Bar and Grill.
Draft coverage on 96.5 The Fan is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here or wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue.
All right, Richard of the Week time. We got about 5 minutes. Bob, your name's solo on the list.
Oh, wow. I'm the only one who has one this week.
No, you just had the one in there.
All right. Well, I'm going to give it to a gentleman for the U.S. Special Forces. I don't know if you've seen this story. I talked to you guys yesterday, some of you guys yesterday, about this gambling situation with the draft. Like, oh, my God, you know, with the way these picks are being delayed, you could gamble and make money on this. And Dusty goes, no, they shut it down after. Once the first round starts, you can't gamble on that round anymore. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. This, to me, is the Richard of the year. A U.S. Special Forces soldier involved in the capture of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro was arrested for allegedly betting on that operation, netting him $400,000 in profits, according to a person familiar with the matter. So now we've got people in the Special Forces that know the missions that they're going to do. They're going out there on like Kalshi or one of these prediction markets. I don't care that they're making money. They're alerting everybody what we're going to do.
Yeah.
It's one of the many reasons that these markets should not exist.
I mean,
these are very, very bad. But
you got people in the military making bets that they're going to go get somebody.
Yes.
If you're these other places, maybe you start following that now. That guy's a Richard of the Week, not because of the money. You're giving out government secrets, you loser.
Yeah.
Good Lord, man.
Can't do that.
And because of the money, to be honest.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Well,
both. It's both. It's honestly
it
insane.
both.
It's insane to me. But yeah,
But
I
I mean,
agree.
what if we're betting on, like, we got special services betting on stuff and then it goes awry and puts the whole country in danger?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Dustman?
Yeah, mine goes to Emmy Award-winning journalist Daryl Lee Vanistron. He's accused of secretly filming people undressing at a television station in Oklahoma City. Look at the photo.
Oh, God. He looks like a guy who would do that.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, man.
Oh, my.
Oh, God.
I have a problem with creeps.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I really
Creep
do.
City.
Like,
That
if
is.
you and your girl are into some stuff, and that's just the way that you live your life, that's fine.
I've been pounded this week.
That's not, and you know, if you're putting cameras in like dressing rooms and you're being off like that and weird, and then you're going back, Richard.
Yeah, that's a bad
Like,
thing, man.
If you want to, like, you know, make your wife a cool little note card and be like, hey, first Fridays equal sex time. I don't know. That's funny. That's whatever. You put hidden cameras in like newsrooms and Richard of the Week.
Yeah, that's two different
you're a
things. That's your
journalist?
wife. I mean, that. I mean,
You're a journalist, like you're supposed to be trusted.
Well, journalism is dead. I was thinking about that the other day. Nobody trusts the journalists anymore. But you want to talk about like least trusted profession. Journalism has to be number one behind politicians, right?
It was almost Devin Booker.
Oh, it was almost Devin Booker for you, calling out the ref by name and everything. Kind
and
of
they say, well, Caruso asked for a technical, and they got
He
one.
gave it to him. I've never seen that. Yeah.
D-Book.
Yeah. Okay, see that they're Richard of the Weeks too. Everyone's hating on the Thunder right now. I've never seen a team be under more scrutiny that's just like young and fun. But I get
it. One title.
Well, you won, and you're the villain.
They
They
get whistles, and people hate them. They're bad for basketball, according to a lot of people.
Why are they bad for basketball?
They get calls. They get calls and they flop. Yeah,
I'm out on that conversation because that's stupid.
All of SGA's points come from the free throw line.
Really? All 30 of them a game? I'll go.
That's when you know they got you beat, when you're reverting to this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
It's
he's
stupid.
just good. I mean,
Nobody plays defense against the Thunder.
We saw it here in Kansas City, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's the
exact
same damn thing.
It's the refs.
Yeah, I'll go Howie Roseman for Richard of the Week. Great move yesterday and screwing over not only his division rival, but the other team in their state. With Mekhi Lemon thinking he's going to the Steelers. This is the live feed of Mekhi Lemon in the draft room. First, cheering for going to Pittsburgh and being like, what's going on?
Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, why Philly color? Yeah. Oh, Philly just traded for you. Hello? This is Philly. They just traded for you. Philly's taking you right now.
This is Philly. They just traded for you.
That's
they just
cool.
traded for you. They're taking you.
Why is the Pittsburgh guy calling ahead of time?
That's what. Thank you. I'm wondering that same thing.
Like, you're out of your league here. Now, who did Philly trade with?
Dallas.
Dallas. Yeah. Okay. So was Dallas gonna draft a wide receiver? That's right. Philly and Dallas traded, which is like, why is that happening? Right.
Dallas is going to take Caleb Downs.
Yeah. But was Philly going to take
Lemon?
Who would Dallas have taken? That's what I'm looking at. Would Dallas have taken that?
I don't know.
Lemon there. Probably not.
Probably not.
I think Dallas saw Caleb Downs and they were.
Yep.
They were on it. Hey, go enjoy your weekend, fellas. Fast week. Watch the rest of the draft. Royals game tonight. Do all your things you want to do. Go do something nice for somebody. You never know. Change your day, their week, their month, their year. It's simply cool to care. Kansas City. Stay kind. Stay safe. Stay groovy. Coming up next, it's Owls and Gold live in Pittsburgh with Drew Nixon here. We'll talk to you on Monday morning.
Hey, it's Matt Quattrero, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5, The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5, The Fan.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right